Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys haven't subscribed, please do so if you like my content. Today's video is going to be something that's been requested quite some time about my 2001 Honda Accord. I finally made some time to make a video of it. You can see it behind me here. We're just going to go over everything that I've done with it, just kind of like the build process or what I've done with the actual car itself. And then once I have a little bit more time, I'll do the TL as well, because everyone's been asking for that as well. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. So this build process pretty much took me 8 years in the making. This car I've had for a long time. I just didn't really care for it in the beginning, but I've grown to really like it. It's a good daily driver. So from the outside, you can already see that there's a lot of mods that's done. I do have another video for the headlights itself. That's the newest build that I have so far with it. It's just some overseas lights with projectors that I retrofitted in them with some strips on the bottom. For the outside, the body kit, it's actually, the front is just an eBay lip. It's a Type R lip, that's what they call it. I got the front emblem from actually from Japan. I got tired of buying the eBay ones. They were just yellowing and they were fake, even though they said that it was genuine, which is BS. The bottom is the Morimoto XB LED fog lights with the aftermarket fog light kit. It's just the same copy of the OEM one. I made my own wiring harness for it. Going on the side here, I cut some holes on the side for some side markers. That's from the Euro R from Japan. And I just kind of found some measurements for the previous model that I had, which is the CD6. This is a CG5. The wheels, those are Cosi K1TS. They're 17 inches, super light, multiple lug pattern. I got some lugs here from Project Kicks. Those are the R40s. The side skirts here, going all the way to the back, is a Kamnari kit. I kind of got this shaved here on the side. There used to be a place where you can put their ugly sticker on there. And then the back, I actually have a older back end. This is a 98 to 2000 back end. This car is actually a 2001. So it was a little different back then. It had a little spoiler, kind of like the grandma look. So I changed that out. The spoiler that I have is actually a custom one from overseas. I don't think I've seen it before, but it's really rare. I can't even find it anymore. Back emblem, again, it's a actual JDM emblem. I know it's ricey, but I just kind of like the look of it. These taillights are the depot taillights. I just took them apart, darkened the inside, so they look nice and dark. Rear lip, again, that's a part of the Kamnari kit. I did put the OEM rubber seal against it so that it sits a little bit better. That kit did fit pretty good. As far as outside, the last thing that I did was really the side trim here. I got rid of all that chrome. I hate it. So this is all wrapped, and that's pretty much it. So going to the interior, this car has actually had a extensive amount of work on the interior as well. Starting with the steering wheel, I actually have a steering wheel from a MDX. It's a lot thicker than what it was before. I actually had it, or I stitched on top of the normal stitch with red, just so that it matches all my handbrake and shifter boot and everything like that. The seats, these are actually Recaros from a Euro R Accord. It was a pain in the butt to make these rails fit and everything, but you can tell that they're actually on my stock rails because no one makes any aftermarket rails for this car. other than the coupe, or at least what I can find. Everything here has been painted. I painted everything kind of silver or dark gray metallic, just so that it doesn't look too early 2000s. The gauges here, these are kind of custom as well. These are EL glow gauges, but they glow white. They don't glow that nasty green looking color. And then I have this bezel on there, and the everything's LED in the back, and the needles are actually just I took a Sharpie, but no one really knows except for now. The clock and everything, I actually reversed the polarity, just like that center odometer right there as well. Alpine sound system, JBL speakers and everything. On the top here I added radar detector. I got the home link from a EX V6, I believe, and then the mirror is a self-dimming one from a Frontier. It gives me temperature and everything like that. What else is there? The pedals. These are the pedals from Strut King. They look like the Type R ones, which is kind of cool. And then I got some matching rear seats in the back here. Also from the Euro R Accord. This was kind of too short, so I actually took apart the upholstery, added some foam noodle thingies on the back, and so I was able to get it fit pretty nicely. And then you can see that the seats are on the stock rails here, if you look at it closely here. The door, the only thing that I really did on this was paint the trim. This was wood before, and then painted the bottom speaker grill, put an emblem on it. And then the door lock switches, I didn't like that it didn't light up, so I used some Honda Element switches on here and kind of messed with the switch plug on the back. So that's pretty much it for the interior. All right, so moving on to performance on this car. It's still a slow car. By no means it's a fast car. I'm sorry, my little gimbal thing died here. I didn't charge it, but this is kind of what I did in the under the hood. I got some DC headers. It goes down to some higher flow MagnaFlow catalytic converter, and then all the way to back here it comes out to a Pexi WS2 exhaust, which actually sounds pretty good. There's not much drone on it. The engine has an intake here. It's an AEM. It's a cold air, so it goes all the way down to the bumper. I got a Mishimoto radiator. I don't want to endorse them just because, not that this video is sponsored or anything, but they got some shitty customer service, so I definitely don't want to support them anymore. Skunk 2 radiator cap, because their cap really sucked. This one's actually been really good on this Mishimoto. I just got a little catch can from Amazon that actually works really good, even though this car's NA. It catches pretty much the whole thing. It's full whenever I get an oil change, or whenever I do my oil change, so that prevents my intake from clogging up. The headers are wrapped, so actually keeps the engine bay a little bit cooler, and it looks cool. I hated that rusted look. So as far as the engine mods go, that's pretty much it. So moving on to suspension, I got the New Speed bar. That's kind of hard to find, but it does make a difference for me, at least, combined with this TL Type S bar from the same year model as my car. I have a coilover system. It's made by Function and Form, the Type 2s, where you can adjust the dampening. It's still a little bit stiff for me, but it does the job for a daily driver. And then I got some hood shocks and everything here, just from a V6. I kind of cannibalized a V6 model at the junkyard and put these mounts on here. But pretty much that's it as far as the hood goes. Right here in the wheels, you can see there's my Eibach sway bars. Those actually made a very big difference. And then the brakes and everything, that's made by ATE, the premium ones. They don't make those anymore, but they work pretty good. I've had them for years and they haven't warped on me. Went through a couple of different sets of pads already. And as far as performance goes, this car is, like I said, it's not very fast, but it's drives pretty good. For the transmission, the only thing I have is just this Skunk 2 knob right here. It's a weighted knob, works pretty well. And then the shifter is adjustable. You can go up and down. It's a JTC Customs one. It's like a copy of a really nice one that got discontinued. Clutch is stock, and everything else is pretty much stock in this car, even though it kind of doesn't look like it. And that's it. So I just want to thank y'all again for tuning in. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you like the content, and I will post my TL and G35 once I get to a further stage of it. Hopefully this video motivates some of you guys to give your car a nicer, I guess, car life, and enjoy. Thank you.